so funny. Hey, Grant Cardone here and Elena Cardone. Welcome to the G&E Show. Man, our lights are kind of weird today, huh? It's because this light's not on right here. It's a little dark over here, the dark alley after Halloween.
Yeah, spooky.
Hope you guys are doing good. You know, every Friday we come to you, G&E, for greatness and excellence. We come to you to inspire you as a couple. Even if you're single, man, if you're single and you're out there looking and hunting, because nobody wants to be alone, right? Come on, really. Who wants to be alone? I know I did.
I think the only people that want to be alone have had so many losses in the area and so many hurts that it hurts less to be alone.
What do you mean in the area? Like in a zip code?
No, I mean like with love. Like they've had so many
in the
failures or been hurt so many times that finally they're like, you know what? I'm not even going into that zone.
Yeah.
I'd rather be alone.
But I'm going to join the Cardone zone for the G&E Show.
Oh, yeah.
So, folks, every week we come here and we just talk to you about kind of what's going on for us. And me, Elena, and I love working together most of the time. And we like working together. And I mean, look, the reality is if you're with another person, you know, you're working together. People tell me all the time, well, I don't work with my spouse. I don't know how you work with your spouse. And I'm like, really? Well, when you get home, what is that? That's work most of the time, right? You got to get along. You got to work it out. You got the kids. You got decisions. You got bills. Stuff comes up, emergencies. The mother-in-law wants to come in. You got to work it out, right?
Yeah, you do.
Which brings me to what I want to talk about today. Or do you want to bring it up?
No, go ahead.
Okay, so yesterday, it's Halloween. Oh, I wish I had the images of how we dressed up yesterday. I don't know if we can find any of that, but that's what we should have used. Anyway, me and Elena, maybe Leo can send it to you.
I made us be ringmasters.
Here's my phone. You can just text it to Leo. Find some of the ringmaster photos. So anyway, Elena talks me in. First of all, we just finished 7 or 8 days, all the way through the weekend, nonstop, 14, 15-hour days, shooting whatever it takes. We had over 55 contestants for the show.
It was incredible.
A couple of hundred people actually tried to get on the show. We had to cut it back to 55 people. We did 8 days of shooting.
Yes.
Now we're into rough edits. Okay, we have 6 episodes, and actually we did 8 days. We did 15 days of shooting, and exhausting, right? Mm-hmm. And so fun and so incredible. The president of the bank that this building's in,
yes.
City National. His name's George Gonzalez, and he was here yesterday, and he was
Great
fascinated with this TV show that we're doing called Whatever It Takes, the ultimate job interview, # whatever it takes. And he said, hey, man, how much of this show was scripted? And I'm like, dude, it's not scripted, okay? I mean, I have some ideas about what we're going to do, the challenges in the contest and the opening scenes and stuff like that, but
you can't write this.
You can't write it. And he's like, yeah, but how much of it was scripted? He asked me so many different times. I had to bring the staff in and say, okay, you guys were here. How much it was scripted? And everybody's like, all at the same time, none of it.
Not one line was pre-written.
So anyway, we get done with that, and then Elena tells me, hey, by the way, tomorrow morning you got to go to school with the kids and dressed up as the ringmaster. And what
fabulous costume.
Okay. And I'm like, dude,
I was the ringmastress, in a circus. It was great costumes.
Yeah, it was. And I said, look, I'm done. I don't have a ringmaster in me. I don't have Halloween in me. She's like, no, you're going to school for the Halloween party. And then that night we're going to go trick-or-treating. And I'm like, damn, I can't do it all. And then she's like, you always tell people to do more, do more, do more. Folks, you're listening to the G&E Show.
Because your kids are not going to remember that you were at work all the time taking care of them. What they're going to remember is that you took them for the best Halloween party or trick-or-treating. That's what they're going to remember.
True that.
Not that they had a meal.
But look, dude, we got a 2-year-old. The 2-year-old, she's not going to remember we trick-or-treated and we went in a white GMC Denali and
right.
she, So anyway, this brings me to the real topico. That's my Spanish topic.
Wow.
This brings me to the real topic. The real topic here today is I'm driving to the kids' school, and I'm like, wait a minute. What are the kids doing having a Halloween party? I'm paying, between the 2 kids, what do I pay?
I don't even want to say.
Like $3,000 a month, right? Or more?
You're paying over $20,000 a year for each of them.
Okay. So we're paying, all this money for these kids, a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old to go to school. Why are we sending them to a Halloween party? I get there. There's a carnival there. Everybody's dressed up. They're giving them candy out.
Snowballs, a bounce house. It was fabulous.
It was. Oh yeah, that's the shot of us going off from Canyon Ranch to the
trick or treating.
Look at Lena's leggings too. Does she look hot or what? Okay. So I'm like, what are these kids doing going to school? Why am I paying $2,000 a month for us kids to go get candy with a bucket? I don't need a school. And my point today is this. I know that the public education system's a scam. Now I'm thinking the private education system's a scam. Robert, who's on the show with me today, he's doing video, whatever. Robert says, yeah, I went to the private schools today. I'm like, well, that solidifies it. Okay, the whole thing's a scam. Okay.
Why do you
because
say
they didn't teach you to learn.
Understand. Our daughter, let me remind you, is 4 years old and she is reading and writing. Why is this a scam? Because they have a Halloween party? This is where you and I differ from time to time. Hello.
I don't know, baby. I mean, the 4-year-old is unbelievably smart. But do you really think that's about the school system?
And the 2-year-old. Yes, it helps tremendously. Yes, we do a lot, but the school system, I have homework every single night with Sabrina.
Yeah, but is that you or them?
That's them making me.
Okay, so they're making you. Why don't we just have them homeschool then and just pay them like $1,000 a month to teach you what to do with them?
Because I don't have the time right now to homeschool our kids. That's not what I'm doing.
All I'm saying is, Elena, why am I paying? Look, let me tell you something. When these kids, yesterday, just keep this in mind, regardless of the results we're getting, because we are getting results, my point of contention, and I would love to hear your opinion. On Twitter, I'm at Grant Cardone. She's at Elena Cardone.
Do we have a number where anyone could call in?
Yeah, 305-865-5260.
Okay.
305-865-5260.
Because I want to understand what you're suggesting.
I want to hear from somebody that's sent kids through public, because me and Elena are new parents, okay? If you've sent kids through the public education, then had an experience with private, and anybody out there that's done any kind of homeschooling, do call in 305-865-5260. We need help parenting our urchins, okay? And
urchins is actually a reference to like mostly boys, so I'm so confused when you say that every single time.
Okay, starfish.
Young children.
Okay, young little tiny octopus, soft shell crabs, hermits. They're not hermits, but they're definitely not hermits. So check it out. So my point of contention, okay, is while they were doing Halloween, which is not a learning activity. Do you agree with that?
Yes.
What were the Koreans doing yesterday with their kids? What were the Chinese doing with their kids?
Well, I'm sure they have off holidays that we don't every once in a while.
Dude, I guarantee you, I'm telling you, the South Koreans aren't sending their kids to school to learn about Halloween, to eat candy, and ride a swing set, okay, that made my little girl sick. They're in there learning math, dude. They're in there learning English. They're in there learning to be competitive, and our kids over here, not just our two kids, but the kids in the U.S. system are being made to think that school is about having fun. School is not about having fun. School is about learning, education, doing this, okay? Well, what did they learn yesterday going to Halloween?
Well, I don't know. Nothing. They had a great time with their family at the school.
And do you notice there's more and more days off at this school now? There's more and more days off for the school right now.
It does appear that way. They do have a lot of teacher planning days.
And what teacher planning days do they always take?
A Friday or a Monday.
No, it's always a Friday, it's a Monday, or it's a day before a holiday that makes for an even longer weekend. Okay, 305-865-5260.
Okay, so they're smart.
305-865-5260. If you're a teacher out there, call me. If you're a parent out there, call me. If you have kids that have turned into drug addicts or completely lost their mind and now they're in some institution because they went to private schools, please call me. I'm trying to save $4,000 a month. Polly, how's your brother doing? Good. Folks, this is a G&E show. It's at Elena Cardone. I'm at Grant Cardone. We're trying to figure out how to be parents and lovers.
We got that.
And husband and wife. Bring it in. Just bring it in, Andres. Bring it in. And we're trying to figure out how to be, in business together and work things out, do a TV show, still find time for the kids and parenting and everything else. You've been through it. You've done it. We're doing it. Before we leave today, do you want to tell them what happened to your face?
No,
because I noticed
that would give it away.
It's a little wrecked over on this side.
That would give it away.
That's all right. Go ahead.
Okay, well, one of the challenges on Whatever It Takes was in a boxing match. And let's just say I lost and I fell into the ropes. So I have a little...
Elena's doing haymakers, okay? Wide, big right arm coming all the way across. And she can't hit the guy because I gave her...
My objective, I was in the ring with a professional fighter. He was
in the same gym that Muhammad Ali was trained in, by the way.
Ray Leonard. And he was told no matter what, he could not punch me, and I had to just try to get him. Well, I did not realize how difficult that would be. I tried over and over and over again to hit him with everything I had, and I missed time and time again and fell into the ropes.
She throws this big wide haymaker like for the fourth time and lost her footing, and she falls into the ropes, and I'm sitting over there just laughing.
I was deeply humiliated. I was definitely schooled.
So, folks, I don't know if there's a takeaway this week, okay?
I was willing to
Hank
do
Norman
it.
said Elena was tough in that ring. Lisa Ballou, she's posting on Twitter. We got Michael McLaughlin, Peter Garral, Jason, Michael Nass, Dana Moore. Oh, Dana Moore. We got Wendy Welburn, Sean Moffitt, Michael Nass again. Hey, you guys are great. This is the G&E Show. I don't know if you learned anything from it. I don't know what the takeaway is today. Do you have a takeaway, Elena?
No.
I was hoping somebody would call in to tell us, like Lisa. Lisa, are you in the private educational system? I know Lisa's online. Lisa takes Miami or something. And we're trying to figure out, what do we do? Is it the right thing to do? I'm convinced.
This is what I think, okay? Yeah. The private school for right now, 2 and 4, is great. And eventually, I would definitely consider homeschooling when the kids get a little older, because let's face it, like,
dude,
the random shootings.
You know what we could do? You know what we could do with the homeschooling? We could, I could travel. I could bring the kids with them. I could bring the teacher with them.
Hey, now you want to talk that? I'm in.
And then then we could fly around and we could go do stuff. Because I'm gonna tell you
that's
this.
World education. You can't buy that.
That's right. I mean, how do you really find out where Cleveland is?
You got to go there.
You go there, man. You see what Cleveland. How do you find out about Philadelphia? You go there. You visit it. You smell the city. You touch the city. You walk on the streets.
More like Africa,
Well, why go check out Africa
Cleveland when
you hadn't even checked out Atlanta?
True.
You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I mean, these kids don't even know where New Orleans is, man. You could bring them down there. You see, we could travel. We could do whatever it takes in every city.
Ooh,
whatever it takes Atlanta,
fun.
whatever it takes Louisiana, whatever. Because, man, it would be different everywhere.
Oh, yes,
you want to talk about what we learned on the show?
We learned that the people we had the highest hopes for let us down, and the people
time and time again
really think much of anything really rose to the top, and
in some cases people that we knew were freaking nuts right from the get-go, we were 100% accurate on most of the time.
But I learned a lot about people with their heart and passion.
I'm gonna tell you something. You know what?
Time and time again.
Everyone that left the show, everyone, whether they won or didn't win, and I guarantee you, I will publicly say this right now, whatever it takes will be a TV show. You will watch it in the confines of your home. I promise you. There will be multiple seasons of it. Oh, no doubt about it. So
many people couldn't put their reputation on the line to even just say that.
Well, what we did, we're a little off topic right now, but what we did was basically, I did the Turnaround King, I did 2 other shows, Business Broker, and another show that never went anywhere. And what happens with the networks is they make a decision whether that show is good or not. They make a decision based on maybe they take the show to a group of people.
They overcomplicate it. There's too many voices.
Yeah, there's a shot right there. We're on the beach in it right here on the Atlantic. Here's my no negativity signs down here. I'm about to waste a guy that was so negative over and over, and I kept giving him shots. I mean, are there enough clues in the sand? No negativity?
I think so.
And the guy kept being negative, so I finally had to tell him, hey, you don't have whatever it takes just because your negativity got in the way. But what we do is we put people through a series of challenges and tests for the ultimate job interview until we find out, dude, you just don't have whatever it takes to work here. And you can't find that out in a job interview.
No, indeed.
Nobody's going to sit across this desk from me They're going to give me a resume. They're going to give me their pitch. They're going to tell me, well, I'm going to ask them, hey, would you do whatever it takes? Oh, yes, of course I will.
The charmers.
Yes, I will do whatever it takes. But you know what? When you start challenging people, pushing people, asking them to stay late, asking them to get there earlier, asking them to do stuff maybe they're not comfortable with, they don't know, they haven't been trained, they haven't been educated, they haven't been trained, taught, they don't have the tools. We did one exercise. I'm not going to give it away, but we did one exercise where I gave everybody a butter knife. And I said, here's your activity, X. You do it with a butter knife. By the way, don't break my butter knife. My wife said, that is impossible to do.
Impossible.
Mm-mm. And how fast did they do it?
Blew my mind, like within 10 minutes.
You know what? Because when you have a tool that's limited, then your mind starts figuring out, okay, whatever it takes, I have to get this done. Now I don't need tools and technology and computers, and I got to get it done, period. And that's the purpose of the purpose of the show, is to show people, look, you can get more done than you think you can get done. For instance, do you remember the one where the tools were broken? Mm-hmm. I gave them a tool, but it was not working.
Yes.
Well, it was a 20-minute activity. We knew we had given them tools that were broken. They didn't know it. And I wanted to see, well, what do you do when you have something that doesn't work?
You mean like, do you just ignore it?
Dude, everybody was talking to everybody, right? It doesn't work. It doesn't work. Mine's not working. Is yours working? They all knew it wasn't working. But for 20 minutes, they carried around with them a tool that didn't work. Two of the four, refused to put the tool down and refused to quit trying to make it work. Because they're handicapped, okay? You're handicapped by things that you think are going to help you. Like this is a key for my apartment, okay? So people think, I got to have the key to get in the door. Well, but what if you didn't have the key? You'd have to figure out another way to get into the door. That's what we're talking about on the G&E Show. It's called Whatever It Takes. If you've been on the show, let us know. If you want to know more about the show, let us know. I'm Grant Cardone on Twitter. This is Elena Cardone. You're cool. Your kids, let me know on Twitter. Should I homeschool them? Should I public school them? Or should I private school them? Thanks a lot for being here today. Have a great Friday. And 12:30 today, 12:30 Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be talking about how to sell something, playa. Holiday sales. JP Morgan said holiday sales are going to be down, and I'm going to show you how they're going to be up.
Yeah.
Peace out.